going to do before I start is going to be about 55 minutes of sessions. Before I start, you can stop me anytime you want. You have any questions? That's one way. And second is once it is done, probably you will make it open house to ask and discuss about the questions. About myself, let me quickly introduce. Gaurav talked about that, I'm a consultant with Witty Minds. So I introduce myself like, some people are born to teach, and that's in the DNA. So whatever my knowledge, my skill, with my experience I do have, where I want to spread to the rest of the world. Myself last 21 years into IT and education industry. And more into technology, delivery, operation, and program management and training, of course. That's the passion I do have. So two industries I have focused more on, IT and education, but I got an opportunity to serve to variety of industries. So I know various industry, domain knowledge I do have, and expertise to automate their business, cases I do that. And with this, I have put my footprints, many countries in India. So out of India, many countries I have spent my time and did more into program management and trainings. Apart from that, I'm an author as well. I wrote two books. One is more into corporate learnings, which became Amazon best-selling, and that's the My Life Experiential Learning book. It was more about anybody freshers or mid-level people, when they work, what are the daily challenges they face, and what benefit, how to overcome the challenges and cope up with the things. That's what the agenda of this particular book, more into experiential learning. And second book is more relevant today here because we're talking about Salesforce. The book is Cloud Computing Using Salesforce. That is by one of the renowned publisher, that is the BPV publisher. Probably a few of you might be knowing about Let Us See by Kanitkar, the same publisher, BPP Publications. This book is released 2 months back. By qualification, I'm IT guy, MSc in IT, I did my MBA. Then, last 9 years, 9 to 10 years, I'm associated with Salesforce, and I'm accredited as Salesforce professional, trailblazer, group leader. I'm accredited mentor, career guide by Salesforce, and the rest of the things in out of Salesforce. That's what I do. Going back quickly, jumping to the next one. Just a moment, I'm struggling. Just a moment, I'm not able to move to the next slide. Yeah. Now we'll start with 7 reasons we thought about to put why to start a career in Salesforce. So what are those 7 reasons could be? So that there are many reasons, but today we are going to focus on the major, 7 reasons you should know about. Number 1, this is a product from one of the best companies of the world. Well, to talk about, let me give you the idea about what the Salesforce is. The product Salesforce is a product, as well as the company is called Salesforce.com Inclusion, basically from US, San Francisco. And few fact about Salesforce is the Forbes told one of the world's most innovative company, and this is in the Forbes magazine 2018 they gave. It's the most innovative company. Well, let me give you the idea about when Salesforce started in 1999. Let me stop you here. Let me tell you. You need to carefully listen to the slides, look to the slides in my words. End of this, we are going to conduct a quiz. And based on the quiz result, you will be awarded with the one person from the list, the best scorer, is going to be awarded with the free book on my book, that is the Salesforce Cloud Computing Using Salesforce by BPP Publications. You will be getting it completely free of cost. Gaurav will coordinate. You need to give your address, whoever is the winner, and we'll send the book to you to your address, right? So you need to see the slides and what I'm talking about. The questions at the end would be based on this, what is there in the slide and what I'm talking about. Sorry for this, coming back. So Salesforce was the most innovative company. Let me tell you, it started as a CRM company, customer relationship management. Then he said, why CRM? Why not? It becomes a platform and build literally anything you want to do, like any other technology like Java, .NET and all. So when I talk about the CRM, there are so many CRM products and tools who are available. That is back in 1999, I'm talking about, it started by the owner named Mark Benioff. He said, there are so many products could be there on CRM, but we have to be innovative. He started with something concept called, we say PPU, pay per use. It's a SaaS-based product. You no need to install any software in your machine. No hardware, no maintenance, no backup, no recovery. It's a completely on cloud, and you perfectly pay just a pure pay per use. I mean, you are using for one user you want, you just pay for the one user. You want 100 users, you pay for the 100 users. That's why it's fit for starting from the SMB markets till enterprise level markets. And the type of technology they built into their org, we say, it makes it really innovative. All the latest and new technologies they embed into the org so that the end customer gets benefited. Every year, let me tell you, Salesforce is the only company in the world which gives 3 releases every year. Every year they do 3 releases, and every release they do a few technologies they embed into the org so that the customer gets benefited completely free of cost. Well, 2015, it was awarded as the top 13 companies for women technologists. Then again, in 2017, Salesforce Commerce Cloud was something. Let me tell you, Salesforce has made impact in all aspects of any organization should have. Let me quickly tell you, any organization should have 3 major pillars. One is the marketing, second is the sales, third is the service. And Salesforce started doing sales. They have something called Sales Cloud, they have something called Marketing Cloud, and they have something called Service Cloud. All the aspects, they have the app ready. You can start using it, just a plug and play. You can start using it from the day one. No setup, nothing, you can start it. Apart from that, you have a platform where you can write your own code. Well, they say their language is called Apex. You need to learn the Apex like a Java and all. And you can start writing coding and customize, we say, as per your need. So 2 things happens, configuration and customization. Interesting thing is, Salesforce says 80% of the job can be done through configuration. When I say configuration, it is just point and click, 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 your app is ready. I mean, are you crazy? Without writing a single code, you are going to build the app and deploy it? Probably, I'm not sure about your skills and all. If you are not skilled on Salesforce, then you will be asking me, Ashwini, are you crazy? Without writing a single code, you are going to build an app and deploy it? Yes, you heard me correct. You no need to write a single code. That's the entire configuration steps. But yes, few steps you need to configure, customize as per your business need. Then of course, Salesforce gives you the flexibility to write your own code and do that, right? We're coming back. That's the interesting figure. 2017, the Taylor Prince, they did a survey and all. Based on statistics, they announced there would be 3.3 million new jobs by 2022. I mean, I want you to reiterate the statement. By 2022, there is going to be 3.3 million new jobs on Salesforce. That's what is Salesforce is going to be. As for the business figure is concerned, they are saying by 2020, Salesforce new business is going to bring in $859 billion business worldwide is going to be. That's the powerful, technology and the job market and the business trend is going to be. That's what was predicted in 2017. And trust me, now the situation is Salesforce is going to overcome all this number, what was predicted long time back. Right now, the growth, I'll show you in one of the slides what the business growth Salesforce is doing. They're going to do 2x every year. The type of revenue they're going to do, or they're doing right now, 2x every year. That's the powerful of the organization we are going to talk about. That's the Salesforce. Well, as per report, that's again interesting fact. That's the Gartner. Again, it's a renowned survey. Gartner's done every year they do, and the latest was 2020 July. Mostly May to July they do survey about the Salesforce automation, CRM, and all. Salesforce was into the leader category. They have 4 categories. I'm going to show the slide. And last 10 years, consecutive 10 years, Salesforce is into the leader category. And the competitors, in CRM category, the competitors are SAP, Microsoft, Sibyl. They are far behind, Salesforce. I have a slide I'm going to show you. Well, hold your breath and look into this particular slide, how Salesforce is growing tremendously over the years. As I said, 1999, they started the organizations. If you Google, you'll find that they started in a very small home. They started actually the office. And 2021, they are $21 billion organizations, and they have targeted by 2024 $35 billion organization they are going to be. And if you look at 2020, there's 20% cumulative growth rate they have achieved right in 2020. So 2021, I'm talking about, they're going to be $21 billion organization. It's probably first time in the world any organization who has grown so fast. This is the organization is growing in this particular pace we are talking about. That's obviously, you might be wondering, what to do with the $35 billion they are going to do, what will get it. That's the organization we are going to talk about. You should know the career, if you want to make, why you want to make a career in that particular technology, then, is it the right organization, how they are growing, is the growth is sustainable, because our career depends on the future aspects of that particular organization. That's the growth, if you look at over the years they have built it. This the magic quadrant I was talking about by Gartner. If you look at here is the Salesforce. So basically they have 4 quadrants. So like a niche player, this is a visionary. There are 4 quadrants basically. This is the visionary, niche player, and challenger, the leader. Salesforce last 10 years has acquired the place in the leader category. Now, far from the center, more robust and more strong you are as per leader category is concerned. So if you look at Salesforce is here, and the rest of the competitors, Oracle, Microsoft, Zendex, they're pretty close to center. So Salesforce is far away, is more strong, more prominent as per leader category is concerned. And that's what is. And this was the situation again, more or less last year as well. Last year as well. So last 10 years, they have been into the leader category and they're becoming more prominent. That's what the Salesforce is. That was about Salesforce. Now let's talk about the technology. Is it a great technology to have it? Why Salesforce? We have probably you must have heard about Java, .NET, and other. Java has made the impact in the all over the world. Most of the verticals and all. Is it good technology to have it? Well, so it's saying if you're working on any Salesforce products. Okay, by the way, before I go there, So as I said, Salesforce started as a cloud computing platform. They started as a CRM product. They say when it's a CRM, probably you have a product you need to install and all, but say it's a cloud-based product. It's a purely pay-per-use SaaS-based software as a services. So what do you need to have? You need to have a device. You need to have a obviously internet connection, and you need to have a username and password, which will be provided by Salesforce. That's it. Then you are ready to do work on that. That's the starting of how Salesforce started. Then he said, I have a product. Now, when I say product, I'm purchasing a pay. Then probably I have to look at the few features. If I'm liking it, I'll purchase it. If I don't like, I'll look for something else. Now, can I change it? I mean, what I'm trying to talk about is the configuration, customization. First time Salesforce started, say, yes, you can customize, you can configure the product. You took a product as per your business need, you started building it, changing it. Probably I like a red color, I want to put it over here, I can do that. I want to put a blue color over here, I can do that. I don't like simple silver color, I want to put a blue, I want to put a red, something like that, I can do that for sure. So like that, they say the product you are taking, you can customize it. You can change it as per your need. That is the first step. Second, they say, why only CRM? Why not something else? I mean, so CRM typically talk about lead generation, you talk about sales cycle automation, when I say lead, account, contact, opportunity, you put order, right, quote, all these stuff you do. So what about before that and beyond that? They started doing, I'll talk about the acquisition later. They started doing something called Marketing Cloud. They say with the Marketing Cloud, you can do the marketing automation for your organization. It's a different product altogether. Then you say, okay, marketing is done, sales is done. Then what? It's a service. So there is something called Service Cloud. I mean, you can do the service automation, entire how you do the service cycle, complete automation, you can do that. That's a service cycle. Apart from that, many other products, many products I'm going to talk about today also in one of the slides. You can do that. So apart from all this app, marketing, sales, services or any other stuffs are there, what else? Then they say, I'm giving a platform where literally you can build anything you want. Like any other technology, you are building some, web applications and all, Java.NET and all, you can do that here as well. So to build an app, what do you need? You need a, platform where you'll be building it, and you need language where the code and you'll be writing it. So Salesforce says there is something called Force.com. The Force.com is a platform where you'll be able to build your own application. The language you use is called Apex. And then once you build it, you deploy into something called Apex. Interesting, like, you have Android app, Play Store. You have, in iPhone and all, iOS and all, you have App Store. Now, Salesforce says, I have something called Apex. Let me tell you one information, let me give you. The App Store today, the iPhone, the iOS uses App Store. Actually, it was started by Salesforce, by Mark Benioff. And, there was a collaboration between Salesforce and Apple. And there are two friends actually. So then Mark Benioff said, okay, you take App Store and brand and build your own. I'll build something else that's App Exchange. So actually, App Store was started by Mark Benioff, gave to Apple as a good friend, good gesture, and started App Exchange. So coming back to the point, Salesforce has something called App Exchange, where anybody can build some app and deploy over there, distribute over there, so that anybody can start downloading, free and paid, both. They can download and start using it. That platform, that community is there already there. It was started by Mark Benioff. Now it is there. Salesforce is a leader in cloud computing. So when I say cloud computing, The book I wrote is Cloud Computing Using Salesforce. It started with cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Then goes slowly to what is Salesforce, then CRM, then many more. Basically, the book intend to clear three certifications. The fundamental certification, one is the administrator, second is the app builder, and third is the we say PD, a platform development as a developer. So all three certifications are covered in that particular book. Let me repeat. Today, post these sessions, we are going to conduct a quiz. Whoever would be the winner, one person is going to get that book completely free of cost. You will ping your address to Gaurav, so Gaurav can dispatch it to you. So for this, you need to watch the slides and listen to myself so that you can put the right answers in front of the questions. Yeah. Well, so that was about the cutting edge technologies. So as I said, Mark Benioff started in 1999. And from there, no sign of slowdown. It's just growing. You saw, how it has grown revenue-wise drastically over the years. And the products that there is a Salesforce looks like, it's a Salesforce as a platform, but, so many products, as I said, Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, Service Cloud, the very basics pillars of any organization. Then going beyond Commerce Cloud, let me tell you, Commerce Cloud was launched in India last year only. Officially, we could not sell Commerce Cloud in India, but last year, Salesforce announced to sell Commerce Cloud. Adidas is one of the client of Commerce Cloud, Salesforce Commerce Cloud, by the way. Then, many analytic cloud, IoT, Internet Cloud, App Cloud, Health Cloud, Financial Cloud, Post.com, as I say, platform. Chatter is the, texting, chatting mechanism. And it's a huge products. There are so many, technically more, I don't want to tell, like, CPQ and all. The more advanced products are there. But yes, they built new technologies and embedded few and new products. They started. It's a huge ecosystem as for the product catered to different, automation of the operations, right? And it's a massive success and growth. Not only the very generic like CRM and automation, but also in a variety of the industry. As I said, they have a different cloud for education. There's the education cloud. There is a different cloud for manufacturing. So, which says the maturity the organization is having is not that like any other technology, I have to build it, but I'm already ready-made product available. I understand your domain, I understand your business, and based on that, I have created a cloud. You take that and minimal configuration customization you want to do, you can do that as well. Let me tell you, non-profit, they have a non-profit cloud with the NPSP. Non-profit cloud is available. So all the NGOs, organization they can take, and the use cases are there. How to manage donation mechanism, everything is there inbuilt.
Yeah, just one thing. Sorry to interrupt you. If the meeting ends, so once again you can join the same link because it will allow only 40 minutes. So you can rejoin it.
Okay, it's 40 minutes only. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yes. So
we'll rejoin again. Yeah.
Yes.
As I said, Salesforce is a SaaS. If you are familiar with SaaS, is a software as a services and PaaS as well, platform as a services. So software as a services would be your CRM, typical CRM. You take a software, you start using it. But second is the PaaS as well, platform as a services, where you can build your own, like any other technology, Java.net, whatever you say, you can build over here as well. So given flexibility to take a software, start using it, configure customization, or you build your own app and deploy it into App Exchange. That's both the features are there. And the Salesforce say most of the business cases you can automate 80% through configuration only, just point and click. You can do that. And the model is pay per use. So you no need to pay a lump sum amount, the use amount, though licensing is costly, but it's a pay per use. So customers gets benefited, no need to pay huge amount. Even because of this reason, if you look at, there are so many Salesforce development organizations are there. I'll tell you why. If I have to develop, I have to start my own company. What investment I need? Literally nothing. I don't need server. I don't need administration. I don't need a backup. I don't need recovery. Nothing is required. I'll take just one license. I need a laptop, internet connection. That's it. And I can start building my own company. I can start, if I can do the sales, then I start doing the developments and all. I can build my own app. I can deploy. So literally, not zero, but very nominal investment to start your own company. That's what is the benefit. That's why if you look at, there are so many Salesforce organizations are there. And customer perspective, client perspective, there's no much investment. If you are going to build a huge app, then you need to have a server, data center to deploy. Nothing is equal. It's a cloud, so that benefit you are getting. Okay, now very interesting. So Salesforce ranked #1 for CRM application. Based on the IDC, is again a renowned survey mechanism we do every year, 2020 H1 revenue market. Salesforce itself contributed almost 20% of the CRM. I'm talking about just the CRM. The competitors like Oracle, SAP, Adobe, Microsoft, look at the figure, 5.3%, 4.8%, 3.9%, 3.8%. It's a far, far beyond competition. I won't say they are competitor. I'm sure you agree that if somebody is doing 20% of the market share and somebody is doing 5.3, the maximum, you won't say there's a competition. It's a much beyond the competition. It's gone.
Maybe SAP and Adobe are competitors.
Yes. Oracle, SAP, Adobe, and Microsoft. They are the competitors. Yes. But if you look at the contribution-wise, revenue contribution, it's a huge difference. Oh, this is very interesting. The products, quick products, Sales Cloud, I said, Service Cloud. Okay, Heroku, very interesting. If some of you are from, I'm sure, other technologies you are skilled and aware of. In Salesforce, you can build application using literally any language. Hold your breath and listen to me again.
We used Heroku to install the web applications, and if you are building a web application, you can build a demo on Heroku. So something like that, heroku.ashwini.com.
Exactly.
URL will be given to you and you can show to your client.
Exactly.
So that is, I think, as a platform, as a service.
Yes. I mean, you can build application using, per se, Java and deploy and connect into Salesforce. I mean, I have a Salesforce app and I build something on Java. They can connect together and sync each other and talk to each other, and application will run, right? So it's not restricted to only Apex as a language or only Salesforce platform with Heroku. It's acquisition, by the way. It's not its own product, but it took acquisition from other and aligned with the one platform. That's what the Heroku marketing, analytics, IoT, Internet of Things. Trailhead I'm going to talk about. Einstein is more into Einstein analytics, basically the artificial intelligence, AI I'm talking about. Commerce, the e-commerce. Quip is the document mechanism now, document collaboration mechanism. There's so many. And Click software is something new. Salesforce org, that Tableau, the acquisition done for the Tableau and Click software as well. By the way, the latest acquisition from Salesforce is a Slack. That's the latest acquisition, Slack. They do a lot of acquisition. The next slide talks about the acquisition. The organization, what they do, they've grown together. Mark Benioff always believed in the collaboration. And he believed in something good is there. We can collaborate together. We can grow together. So many collaboration over the years has been done. Sendia, even I don't know about a long time back happened. Heroku I talked about. Radian 6, Demandware they did, Quip they did, Stillbrick, Cloud Craze, you must have heard about Crux.
So is the Slack communicator using Salesforce technology in the backend? Because I heard that they are using AWS EC2 virtual machines and AWS components.
Let me tell you, Salesforce is hosted in AWS.
Okay,
Actually,
so the
Salesforce is hosted in
infrastructure
AWS.
side, okay, so infrastructure
Yes,
is AWS infrastructure is used by Salesforce.
yes. It's
Okay,
hosted in AWS only.
yeah, okay. So that's why we are not comparing Salesforce with AWS and Azure. We are comparing with a similar platform.
Exactly.
So CRM.
Exactly. And Slack is the latest acquisition. So many acquisition Salesforce has done, grown together, in a collaborative way. And Slack is the
Because
latest.
people who have done this AWS training and they have some knowledge. So in AWS, we directly launch the virtual machine also, but that facility is not there. Here we are directly launching the software applications. We can create and customize. We are not bothered about the virtual machine and the infrastructure side.
Exactly. You rightly said.
Everything is taken care.
You rightly said. Now the third point is preferred by the. Should I invite questions or we can do later?
Yeah, I think we have to rejoin in another. So we can once we rejoin it in that session we can.
Yes, sure. Now the preferred by
so
the
those who
entrepreneurs.
want to take a coffee break also they can take in between. But do rejoin this session to get the free book.
True. Yeah. So it's a preferred by the entrepreneurs, enterprises. Again, as I said, starting from the ESMB, small and medium market business, till enterprises, everybody uses, Salesforce. And if you ask me who are the customers of Salesforce, I was struggling. I put this slide, but I was struggling a lot. I just put few who uses. I mean, last 10 years, myself, lot of clients, in India, Maruti is big client. So just think about just few logo I put it: Spotify, Amazon, L'Oreal, Toyota, Canon, American Express, Maruti uses Salesforce by the way in India. So I have not put logos. I cannot. I'm struggling to put this particular slide. It's a huge. They are the entrepreneurs, enterprises clients, but even the SMBs. Let me tell you, I have sold Salesforce to one of the cake shop. I'm sorry, I'm running out of time. One of the cake shop. I think I'll get a notification, right? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. One of the cake shop. Let me give you one use case, very simple. The cake shop, that's as small as the organization. They use Salesforce for what only? Just sending a reminder or the, greetings to the person, the customers on their birthday and anniversary. And run a campaign, you'll get a 20% discount on the cake you order on your birthday. And the next is the best e-learning with you. That's the trailhead. Very interesting. As I said, I am from IT as well as education background. Last 21 years, I have not seen personally better than this e-learning platform to learn yourself. The best I have ever seen, the learning platform which Salesforce has created is completely free of cost. Yes, you heard me correct. It's completely free of cost. That's the trailhead. So you can go to Trailhead, you can register yourself, start learning it. That's there, right? And I think there are so many, mapping to the certifications. Then the screen is visible, right?
Yes, it is visible.
Yeah. Yes. So you can, certification wise, module wise, unit wise, and a very gaming they have done in a gaming way. So that you earn the badges as you learn, and people put the badges into social media like Facebook and LinkedIn. They feel proud that I have got this particular badges. That's what people do, and the best e-learning I have ever heard about. It's a trailhead.salesforce.com. Then the fifth point is you have a community to support you. Very interesting. I really like the way Salesforce builds and binds into the community they do have. They do a lot. they create a very strong community. They say trailblazer community. So by the way, I am one of the trailblazer. There's more than 65 lakhs Salesforce members behind you. You start your career, you start learning, you build a job, you start your job. You are not alone. Probably Microsoft is doing since long, but such a strong and passionate um, community I never saw in my life. I was a Microsoft guy, by the way. Before this, I was a Microsoft guy. I did more than 20 certifications in Microsoft, variety of the technologies. I was a Microsoft certified trainer as well. They do a lot of community, they do a lot of events, but the passion with the Salesforce does it. Such a strong community. As for me, it's not there. Nobody can do that. Nobody's doing it. So when you learn, when you start your career journey, you are not alone. Behind you, there are so many people are there who are ready to help you through the communities. You can be the part of the community member, online, offline, lot of collaboration happen. I'll tell you about what all different events happens. Let me tell you, Salesforce has something called trailblazer groups. And in my introduction, I told you, I am one of the trailblazer community group leader. So my job would be mostly every quarter, at least once, though I do every alternate month, I have to do one seminars. Nowadays, because of COVID, it's a webinar, but I used to do a lot of seminar where I call the like-minded people and we talk about different technologies, innovations. Somebody has done something good. We train them well. We take a session, half-day session, full-day sessions. We do that. By the way, 20th of this month, I'm going to do one such seminar. It's a webinar, by the way. 20th of March from 6 to 7. I'm doing a webinar on Industry 4.0 and what is relevance on Marketing Cloud of Salesforce. I'm the speaker as well. I'm a group leader. I'm also a speaker. It's not that I always speak. I, call many speakers from diversified geography and organizations. They come and talk on different technologies. This time I'm talking on Industry 4.0, how the evolution has happened, and what is its impact, how Salesforce Marketing Cloud is impacting on this. Let me quickly, let me share my video. I'm not feeling comfortable in I'm feeling like it's only me. Sorry. Yeah. Visible, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have a lot of community, online community, offline communities where people are there. There are a lot of blogs. There are a lot of question answer forums. You can put your questions. People are ready to answer. Twitter. I mean, once you come to the community, you'll understand the huge things is going to happen, right? Then, as I said, awesome events. There are so many events are happening. Salesforce really love to lead the way, the work hard and play hard. They say they do lots of events like World 2, then Dreamforce, and online webinars, and there are so many local groups. Like I am one of the group leader of the local group. I do. Where I'm supposed to conduct a lot of technology discussions and that's what I do. And Salesforce does Dreamforce, online webinars, World 2, lot of events are there where you can nominate yourself to be the speaker. Though I never got a chance to speak in a global seminars. I never got a chance. Though I tried twice, but I could not be selected. And even the customers are suggested if they're interested, they can submit and they can come to the stage and talk. It's a huge events they do. Lot of places as well. I think the 7th point is the very important point. What I feel good. Okay, Salesforce is good. Technology is good. Everything is good. There is somebody to support in my back. There are community groups are there. Online events are happening. E-learning. That's what I talked about. That's all good. But what of the job? If I learn Salesforce, if I start a career in Salesforce, if I switch my career to Salesforce, is there enough sufficient job opportunities are there? I think this is the most of the questions people are interested to ask. The jobs you will be getting, like developer, admin, database analyst, business analyst, marketing automation expert, BI analyst, project manager, consultant, architect. There are so much jobs out there. As per the data which was gathered, on average, jobs with Salesforce skills pay more than $70,000 per year. It's a global. For India, this will be lesser, obviously, but it's a global perspective. That's what the average salary for the Salesforce skills guy. I'm not saying, they say as per the survey. The Salesforce job could not be better than this. By 2022, the forecast is there will be more than 3.3 million jobs will be available. And growth will be 65% new job every year. Thus they say, right? And 150K plus businesses use Salesforce all over the globe. That's the prediction, which is I personally feel is much more than this is going to happen. And the pay is good, so there could be you could be individual consultant, you could be in the partner you'll be working, you could be a consultant, you could be a freelancer, you could be developer. There's so many variety of work you can do, and you could be architects are highly paid. That's the best paid actually. And administrators, you will be getting a good salary. Developer, let me tell you, developers are very highly paid salaries they are getting. Let me give you one example. 3 years Java guys, 3 years of Java guys, market trend is they get 1.5 per year. I mean, how much experience you have, you multiply 1.5. 3 years guys must be getting 4.5, I mean 6 lakhs. 3 years of Java guys, you'll be getting maximum 6 lakhs per year. 3 years of Salesforce guys, trust me, I know many people, they are getting 18 lakhs, 20 lakhs. Not everybody is getting, but yes, I know many people. 3 years, 20 lakhs? Are you crazy? It sounds very unbelievable.
People will mainly compare with machine learning and data science salaries and cloud. So they will quickly compare. And what the data you showed worldwide is, it's a good number actually. I think $5,000, $5,000, right? So $5,000 is around, you can multiply by 80, right? It's a 4 lakh per month.
Yes.
4 lakhs per month. It's average salary that you showed. So I quickly converted that into INR to compare.
And trust me, right now, with my multiple clients, I have more than 100, trust me, more than 100 with limited client connect I do have, more than 100 Salesforce developer requirement. And they say, Ashwini, you give me a developer, you salary, you tell a number, I'll give you. You tell a number. Trust me, 3 years guy, 20 lakhs, come on. I mean, it's unbelievable. You cannot believe it. This is what they're getting. They're saying, whatever the number you say, I'll give you. I need a good developer. That's it. I'll talk about more into that. And of course, certification helps. If you are certified, then, people give you a lot of weightage. Typically the certification cost is $200 for certification, but this gives you a huge, massive pay raise if you're certified. And many jobs, they say you should be certified for this. That's why typically the training and certification is very important. This is very interesting slide based on the analysis. I took it based on the analysis done in the LinkedIn in 2019 and ended in April 2020. What is the percentage of job different experience level? The first one talks about the junior gets 14%. I mean, the 14% of the entire job market, junior is occupied 14%. Very interesting. And trust me, I really realize it. Mid-level is the 70% of the job. And there is a scarcity right now. The mid-level is something typically 2 to 4 years of experience Salesforce guys. Right now, there's a scarcity. People are hunting around. Who can give? I get a phone call. Even I give call to people, do you have a developer? Please give me. And they contribute 70% of the entire Salesforce job. And senior is 8.8, architects 2.4. Certified, there are very few certified architects, by the way. Last year, I know there are only 3 architects. Oh, trust me, there are only 3 architects, certified architects in India. Only 3 certified architects in India. One was with Salesforce. He went to Accenture. Lead 4.2%. That's how it is. And what the impact, which domain or the vertical industry they do the impact? Mostly the impact is IT services and then financial services, internet providers, then this is what I'm talking about. Then healthcare is 5.4%. So this is the data again done in LinkedIn based on the Salesforce developer job posting. Based on the job posting, what the requirement is there, 2019 to 2020. So that's how they contribute. Where you are fit in the ecosystem. To start your career, you have to switch your career to Salesforce. Where you fit. You could be permanent and full-time, 88%. Then end user organization, 54%. They contribute. Consultancy. Salesforce admins were the clear majority. Anybody using Salesforce, they need admin. Comparatively, admin is the low paid job, but this is good to start up with. If you start up, probably the admin, the developer and all. You become a developer, also you understand admin as well. So you can fit it to admin and developer as well. To diversify, you are a good coder. You have a good clear logic. You can learn the language and write a code. Then you could be a developer. Admin is point and click. Just point, click, click, click. You can configure. You can build your apps as well. You can deploy it as well. But you more into managing the Salesforce org in your organization. Right? In the role for 1 to 2 years, 55%. They contribute to. So you could be, even, this is good to switch from other technology to Salesforce. 1-2 project you do, then you have a huge opportunity to move around. That's there. So you can decide where you fit into the ecosystem. You could be understanding if you're a freelancer, contract, part-time, you could be consultancy. There are so many partner companies. You could be joining there. You can join Salesforce. Right? You can join the organization who takes Salesforce and they do all the admin work and the development or the additional development work. There's so many. How we can help? We, Witty Minds, me being associated, what we can do? We do training. When I say training, it's not a bookish knowledge, but specific to the role. You want to be admin, you will map. We can have admin training. We can have development training, or advanced level training if somebody is already skilled. We can do live projects, the real projects. When I say live, it's a live. I'm in the real project, the real customer requirement, problem is there. You derive from there. So you need the project, understand the problem, you derive solution, then you build and deploy into that. That's what the real complete cycle of, the project I'm talking about. We can do certification guidance, how you can be certified, what best for you. We can do individual assessment and suggest, which certificate is best for certification best for you and guide you. And we can do the career guidance. So I'm a certified Salesforce career guidance, and I'm a certified mentor by Salesforce. I do that. Freshers as well as experienced people. And we can do the hand holding to grow in the ecosystem with a good collaboration with many organizations, starting from training to deploy, and post deployment, this never ends. We can do the hand holding to grow into a Salesforce ecosystem. And personally, last 10 years with 21 years of experiences, I'm author, I'm a mentor, trailblazer group leader, career guide. I act as in the ecosystem. So together, we can do that. So that's what we can, help you to do this. That's what from my side. Gaurav, you want to add something? You want to talk, or we can open for quick, um, question probably.
Yes, we can. I think we can open for quick questions from the audience if they have any. That will be better, I think. They can ask, even if it's a silly question, it doesn't matter.
Okay, thanks Ashwini, thanks Gaurav, and thanks for giving me a confidence that I can ask a silly question also. Yeah, so
Yes, please.
So Ashwini, thanks a lot for giving insight like how this Salesforce has evolved over a period of time, the kind of collaborations which they did, and what made them different from what other companies are doing. Only thing what I need to have some kind of like understanding where you can show a line. Like Salesforce, they have two products basically, like two services. What they do is a SaaS and PaaS, like software as a service and product as a service. And in both of them, the majority of challenge which as a I have been a part of consulting background for last 9 years. So many times, whenever I have gone over there, the challenge which I have seen over there is like system integration. Like system integration, when we talk about database to database integration, or database to application, or application to database integration. Now, I want to have understanding from your side, like what kind of challenges generally what you have seen it in system integration, and how does Salesforce has overcome with some innovative solutions in terms of this system integration.
Okay,
thanks.
Wonderful, Manish. Thanks. It's not a silly question for sure. I'm glad somebody asked this because I forgot to mention that. For the integration, Salesforce has an open API.
Okay.
When I say open API, it's saying it's open to all type of integration. I have my own API. Now, only thing is if you have your API, they can talk to each other easily. Use REST API is very popular. REST API they use. That is one. Number two, Salesforce is developing a lot of connectors. For example, today, if I say it's a CRM and business automation I'm going to do, it's very popular, or the basic requirement would be, can I sync with my calendar or the Gmail? So Salesforce developed a connector. When I say connector, just a configuration, your Gmail is connected, your email and all, everything is synced. The connector is there for Outlook. Apart from API integration, it's an open API, so you have your own, write your own API. This API you can integrate and do. Apart from that, lots of connectors are available, which is ready-made available. You can just configure and connect. And most of the projects, the integration is required. Let me give you one example. In my life, 10 years of life, we have done many Tally integration. Tally is probably most of the organization they use for the finance part, accounts maintenance. SAP, I observed, I had a client, they don't have a website, they use SAP. I was surprised first time. They don't have a website and they're using SAP. SAP has penetrated. Now, SAP integration with Salesforce is very, very popular and common. Now, what to do? Salesforce has its own API and SAP API can integrate with that. That is one. Second, CTI integration is very popular and common. There's a call, when I say sales cycle automation, lead management. Somebody is calling my toll-free number. I want to see on Salesforce all, obviously. So again, CTI integration is pretty popular and common. And probably with my experience, 75% of the project involves in some sort of integration. So Salesforce is open to that and pretty easy to do that because it has its own API already there. Open API, I'm saying. Only thing is the integration you are going to do you should have you have to write your own API. Then it's done. Only thing is you need to understand the touch points, you connect, then to and fro data is pretty easy to do that. Even I have done many, one of the client was there, they have a homegrown, CRM. They say, I'm taking Salesforce, but I don't want to disband my own CRM, homegrown CRM. You do one thing, I want to integrate that. They do. It's a simple .NET based, application they had. We can integrate easily. So to coming again to address your query, integration is pretty easy here. API integration, REST API is very popular, and few connectors are there. It's open. You can definitely do that.